Member of Parliament and senior leader of the BJP, Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, is now joining me. Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, has the BJP ended up unwittingly uniting the opposition? Because everyone who until yesterday was calling the other party a B team of the BJP today is saying, this is wrong, we will protest.
Well, Padmaja, let me first put the facts in perspective for the sake of your viewers. Mr. Rahul Gandhi was convicted in a proper trial where he has sought to abuse a whole community, many of whom belong to the OBC and extremely backward caste, the Modis. It was a proper trial. Evidence was led in connection with a speech of 2019. He refused to apologize. And not the first thing Rahul Gandhi is facing. There are 7-8 defamation cases pending against him. Now, after conviction, is he the first to lose his membership? In your sister publication, Times of India, today in Delhi edition, a list of 32 MPs and MLAs is published. I am putting for the show on your screen. This includes 6 of BJP, of Samajwadi Party, Lalu Prasad, the former Chief Minister, Jayalalitha, the former Chief Minister, 7 in my state of Bihar who were disqualified after being convicted, of Muslim League, of CPM, of CPI, of JDU, of Jharkhand Mukti Morcha. Rahul Gandhi is special? No, he is not. And just on a more funny note, Mr. Lalu Prasad was lobbying for the passage of that ordinance in 2013, the Manmohan Singh government, which Rahul Gandhi torn away. Lalu was trying to save his own seat after being convicted in the fortress scam, and Mr. Rahul Gandhi would have benefited. Therefore, it is a pure legal issue. After conviction, your disqualification is automatic. I repeat, in 32 other cases this has happened, including 6 BJP MLAs, many of Lok Sabha MPs, Raj Sabha MPs, former Chief Minister, as big name as Lalu Prasad and Jayalalitha also. Therefore, what kind of this whole drama going on that Rahul Gandhi is not to be victimized? You will abuse. You will not only criticize, you will abuse. You will shower the filthiest of abuses and feel that you can go scot-free. Remember, in Supreme Court also had to condemn Chaukidar Chor in case of Rafael. Now, this is the first part I would like to clarify. It should be very clear.
No, Ravi, because you mentioned that list, can I just pause you for a second?
Above law.
Because you mentioned that list, yes, there have been others who have been disqualified, but they are for offences like office of profit, corruption, arson, attack on cops, murder, assault. Nobody else so far has undergone disqualification for something like criminal defamation. Even some legal jurists are saying that this is very, very baffling as to how somebody could get 2 years just for criminal defamation.
Madam Padmaja Joshi, you are trying to reread the Representation of People Act. Then let me put to you, as a student of law, under Section 8 of the Representation of People Act 1951, there are 2 categories of offence. One offence is a serious offence where even a fine, forget conviction or sentencing of years, will lead you to your automatic disqualification. For instance, Prevention of Corruption Act, for instance, hoarding, glorifying sati, dowry, etc., etc. The second category is the exception category, where 2 years or more. Defamation comes in that. Defamation is a law of the land, criminal under Section 499 and 500. What kind of argument is this? But let me ask a more important question to you. And I would appreciate if you carry this debate to the Congress friends. He was convicted yesterday. In case of Pawan Kheda, they can rush to the Supreme Court from the tarmac of Delhi airport and get a relief. Who will stop them from not going to the court? The Session Court, Gujarat High Court, Supreme Court, get a stay of conviction, not of sentence. Because still it is not stayed, the disqualification has kicked in and the Speaker has to take a call, as the call has been taken. Therefore, if there is no prohibition as far as disqualification is concerned, if there is no exception, once you are convicted, your disqualification starts kicking in. That has happened. Then what kind of all these arguments being made? You will abuse, you will scandalize, you will make scurrilous comments, you make it a habit, be in London or anywhere place. But if something is said that democracy is in danger, sorry Mr. Rahul Gandhi, you are not the custodian of democracy.
But you know,
right to criticize does not mean the right to abuse.
When you're talking about the case of Pawan Khera, actually Mr. Jairam Ramesh has also earlier apologized for something that he quoted out of Caravan against the NSA's son. Are you suggesting that the Congress is trying to sabotage Mr. Gandhi?
Don't ask this question. As a leader of the opposition BJP, I have only put an issue to you. They have got quote unquote a battery of eminent lawyers. Raj Sabha is full of super eminent lawyers who can charter a plane, rush to the court, argue for a stay, mention the matter, get some relief. What happened? I'm asking a question. Why should I not, Padmaja, infer in view of the surrounding suspicious circumstances that there is a deliberate plan to become a martyr by cutting your nakhun? What do you mean by all this? Whom are you fooling? I'm sorry to tell you this. Who stopped them not from rushing to the court? District judge in Surat, High Court in Gujarat, or mentioning a matter at Supreme Court 10:30 this morning? Come on. They knew it, they may not get it. There's a legal process. But again, I'm not on the legal process at all. Why should Rahul Gandhi, who has suffered a proper consequence of law for abuse under the Indian Penal Code, want him to be treated differently only because he is the CM of the Gandhi family? A different law for him.
Okay, so you're suggesting that the
if
Congress...
Lalu Prasad could not get escape, or so many others...
The Congress is trying to make him into a martyr, but the BJP is also giving it a spin where you are underlining that the OBCs are insulted en masse, and now your party is planning a stir across the country demanding an apology from Rahul Gandhi. Isn't this politicization of the verdict?
First of all, let me clarify to you. In my state of Bihar, Modis are OBCs and extremely backward caste. I know for sure. Small people. In Gujarat also. Yes, there are parties of the Modi. Some Jains are also Modis. But a majority of the Modi surname belong to the OBC and extremely backward caste. How can you say, Padmaja, sorry for being a little frank, if I put a statement, all the Joshis are people of questionable character, how would you feel? Or someone says all the Prasads are dubious people, how will I feel? Come on, your surname carries a sanctity, a dignity, and coming from a person who has been the president of Congress Party, who quote unquote claims to be the son of a prime minister, the grandson of a prime minister, the great-grandson of a prime minister. That's what his training is about. Who makes all the kind of sweeping allegations against Indian democracy in England, seeks American and European countries' help to restore, and this is how you condemn? Grossly unfair.
So if Rahul Gandhi is being today, accused of insulting an entire community, similarly, your party called him a Mir Jafar. Today, Priyanka Gandhi turned around and said that here is the son of a former prime minister, the grandson of a former prime minister, both of whom were assassinated, being likened to a Mir Jafar. Isn't that also an insult?
मैं फिर एक बात कहूं पद्मजा, बड़े अदब से कहूंगा, वो डिफेमेशन केस फाइल कर देना. इसमें मैं आपसे क्या बहस करूं? और बार-बार grandson and son of so and so, we have contributed so much. Why this family legacy is always being picked up? The same was the argument when there was a raid in the case of National Herald corruption case. The whole hangama in the entire country. Again the same argument. This family has sacrificed so much for the country. And what happened in case of Narendra Modi, when he was the chief minister, he was grilled for 12 hours in a highly questionable prosecution, which the Supreme Court found nothing against him. You know it very well. Did the BJP people come on the street? No, Modi said no. Let's be very quiet. Therefore, there are standards and there are standards. But Padmaja, I am again coming to the basic point. Why no serious attempt was made to get some kind of stay on his conviction yesterday itself? In spite of battery of lawyers, big lawyers available in the Congress with a big retinue in the Rajya Sabha itself. Why not? This question is not free from difficulty.
Well, maybe Mr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi would be best placed to answer that question because he's the one who's largely given the legal opinion. But let me again ask you the question right at the beginning that I put. Have you ended up unwittingly uniting the entire opposition? Today, the Congress is saying BJP की विनाश काले विपरीत बुद्धि. Now, जो लोग अलग थलग पड़े हुए थे, आज एक साथ आपके खिलाफ खड़े हुए हैं.
पद्मजा जी, हर को अपनी बात कहने का अधिकार है ना, लेकिन एक मुख्तसर बात सुन लीजिए आप. 2023 का भारत अब 1996 और 1997 और 98 और 2004 का भारत नहीं है कि इधर का ठीकरा वहां जोड़ा, वहां का ठीटा यहां जोड़ा. There is a big competition inter se among themselves as to who will be the leader. Is Rahul Gandhi acceptable as the leader to Mamata ji, to Akhilesh Yadav, to Tejasvi Yadav, to KCR? Come on. Is it a one-day phenomena? India is a too big country. And the leadership of Narendra Modi, the kind of work he has done, the gravitas which has brought to the country, the way poor's welfare measures have been undertaken, the way India's safety and security is firm in his iron grip, all these people understand. Haven't you seen what happened in the case of Khalistani opposing our High Commission in London? And what a response was given in Delhi? I don't want to elaborate. This shows a resurgent India. Don't you think it resonates with the people of the country? The needs of towering leader, impeccable, hardworking, honest, who has delivered, not the quagmire of fighting people for the sake of chair.
Sure,
that is not the India people want to have.
But Ravi ji, Indian voters also love an underdog. जब उनको लगेगा कि यहाँ पे आज जैसे कि कांग्रेस के एक नेता ने बोला कि अभिमन्यु की तरह घेर के मार रही है बीजेपी उनको, जिस दिन वोटर को लगने लगेगा कि हाँ सच में उनका अभिमन्यु बनाया जा रहा है, तो उनको सिंपैथी वेव नहीं मिलेगी.
पद्मजा जी, इस देश के वोटर के मैच्योरिटी को आप ट्रस्ट करिए, हम भी ट्रस्ट करेंगे. अच्छा लगा कि आप भी अब वोटर्स की मैच्योरिटी को ट्रस्ट कर रही हैं. राहुल गांधी भी ट्रस्ट करना सीखे ना. वो तो लंदन से बोलते हैं कि भारत में डेमोक्रेसी खत्म हो गई है. यही तो हम भी कहते हैं कि भारत की जनता के विवेक पर छोड़ दीजिए, वो निर्णय करेंगे कि राहुल गांधी ठीक है, कि मोदी जी ठीक है, कि अखिलेश जी ठीक है, कि स्वार्थी तत्वों का आपस में मिलना ठीक है जो 2 महीने में गिर के खत्म हो जाएंगे. जहां पर प्रधानमंत्री बनने की लाइन लगी हुई है, कौन बन जाए, हम बन जाए, उनको गिरा के हम बन जाए, और एक तरफ एक महान नेता है जिसकी नेतृत्व की क्षमता दुनिया मानती है. छोटी जनता के ऊपर वो तय करेंगे. लेकिन कौन अंडरडॉग है, कौन सुपर डॉग है, लेट द पीपल डिसाइड. We also learn to jump to conclusion too early soon. And by the way, Padmaja, on a friendly note, how many times Rahul Gandhi has been packaged and repackaged? He has come from Vipassana, exuberant Rahul Gandhi has come back. Rahul Gandhi has blunted the entire age of BJP in Oxford. A share has come back. Now he has made a sacrifice. He has been removed from Lok Sabha in arbitrary manner. Again, a big leader has come back. Enough of this packaging and repackaging. India has traveled along. This kind of politics being talked about, I'm sorry, it is an India of governance, India of delivery, India of earnest sincerity, India of accountability.
Okay, ultimately, democracy will decide, the court will decide, and the people will decide. Democracy should win and the law should win. Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, thank you very much for speaking 2 times now. Interesting days ahead, legally and politically. This may well decide the road to 2024. Thanks for watching.